What's up, YouTubers? It's me again, Brian, aka Gamer55551, and I am back with a video game review. And for today's review, we're going to be taking a look at Lego City Undercover for the Nintendo Switch, also available on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One, and originally a Wii U exclusive, though. For me, though, the Legos games have kind of been sort of a hit and miss. They are fun, though, but to some degree, they can be a little bit repetitive, though. On one hand, as far as the license go, I will say they're one of the better licensed games out there. They're not the perfect one, but they certainly are better. But at the same time, they follow sort of the tried and true formula that has existed for pretty much every other Lego game that's come out, from Lego Star Wars to Lego Harry Potter, Lego Lord of the Rings, Lego Hobbit, Lego Avengers, Lego Batman in a way, although the Lego Batman didn't exactly follow the Batman movies to a certain degree, though. So it's sort of a hit and miss, especially for me. Some people like them, some people hate them. So when Lego City came out, though, back in 2013, though, it certainly was an interesting game, although I do kind of think the way Nintendo announced it, again, they originally published the Wii U version back in 2013, they sort of hyped it up as sort of this big exclusive, and it really did not come out that way, but it did get a lot of good response, and I do remember playing the Wii U version and enjoying it to a certain degree. So does it still hold up even with the changes made to it, especially with the gamepad not being there, though, and all that? Well, it's still a fantastic game, but it also has its ups and downs in its own way. So when we get started with the pros and cons, we'll start first with the pros. I will say the game is fun and the gameplay is easy, and it's easy to learn and easy to use. Again, it still follows the tried and true formula of collecting, studs and everything, and completing the levels to try to find everything, with the ability to, replay some levels again once you get some new disguises, equipment, and gears, though. But the new change they made is it now is in an open world kind of approach, and I definitely like that approach, though. There's also the second thing is that you also have other Lego pieces outside the Lego studs, which you're going to need to build certain objects and so on. But overall, the gameplay follows the tried and true formula that have existed in other, Lego games before, but this time in a more original open world. Which brings me to the next thing, though, is the story. And I think this is one of the game's, in my opinion, one of the game's biggest strength, though, is the fact that it's not tied to a license or anything like that. It's its own story. I mean, don't get me wrong, but it's also the kind of game where, even though it's a kid's game, adults will probably enjoy it as well. I mean, the story may seem silly, but there's a lot of adult references that adults will understand, especially some of the movie reference in the game, though. So you'll see a lot of stuff like references to Starsky and Hutch, Miami Vice, Dirty Harry, Columbo, Sherlock Holmes, to, like cop TV shows and cop movies, to even non-references to this, like the Shamshock Redemption, or with a certain character looking like Morgan Freeman, to The Matrix, and so on. So there's a lot of movie references in here that adults will easily be able to point out. But as far as story goes, it's like how I view, Batman the Animated Series back in the 90s. It's a kid's show, but there's stuff in there that adults will enjoy. So I look at excuse me. So I look at the stories for Lego City Undercover, which brings me to the last thing, in which I mentioned that in here, is that it's a Lego game that doesn't piggyback off of a license. And personally, I think that's a good thing. And that's what I like about this Lego game, though. Again, it's its own game. It doesn't need a license or anything like that. They just created, this world with, the Lego City, pieces and so on. So I'm really glad that this is not another licensed Lego game in any way. And I actually enjoyed this one more than I did enjoy with the other licensed Lego games. Not that they're bad, but I just prefer this one over the other ones as well. Alright, so we're going to take a little bit of a break, and when we come back, we will get to the cons for Lego City Undercover. So we'll take a quick little break, and we will be right back. Okay, and we are back with part 2 of our review of Lego City Undercover for the Nintendo Switch, also on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. This is the Switch version. I forgot to mention, for those who want to see some gameplay footage of me playing Lego City Undercover, bear in mind this is the Switch version. I'll have a link in the description of this video below, so you can check that out as well. Alright, now that we got the pros out of the way, why don't we get started with the cons? Alright, the first con for me is that this basically, while the game is fun, it can also be a bit easy, and this is pretty much something I've seen with pretty much most Lego games though. It might be challenging maybe for some kids or some gamers out there, it might be for some of them, but for me, someone who's been playing video games for a long time, since the 80s and all that, I just find the gameplay to be might be way too easy though. It's not terrible, it's just it's not going to provide a challenge like, say, if you're going to play any other open world game like, say, Sleeping Dogs was, or Grand Theft Auto. And bear in mind, if you never liked Lego games before, this game's not going to change your opinion whatsoever. It's still the same tried and true, the gameplay mechanics are still the same tried and true Lego type games though. So it's fun. Otherwise, gameplay is fun, but it can be a bit may come off as being a bit too easy for some of you out there. The next one, and this is one that sort of had plagued the Wii U version when it came out though. One of the biggest issues the Wii U version had was the loading time, and it basically you would be waiting for a while though, especially looking at the loading bar screen on the Wii U gamepad. And unfortunately, loading screens are still an issue, at least as far as I'm aware of, with the Switch version to a certain degree. However, the one bright spot is that the loading screen, to me, is not as bad as it was on the Wii U. So it's definitely an improvement, but it is still an issue though. I don't know if it's an issue on PC or Xbox One or PS4, but as far as the Switch goes, it's still there, just not as bad as the Wii U version. And I'm kind of a little surprised with that, considering the fact that they went with the Switch, they went a cartridge route though, and considering that a game that recently came out, Snake Pass, had a better loading screen than the PS4 version. But either way, the loading is still somewhat of an issue though. Again, not as bad as the Wii U, but still an issue though. And finally, last but not least though, and this comes down to whether or not you played the original Wii U version or not. If you did, then it might be a hard sell for a repurchase to buy this game again, to buy the remaster version. Basically, they're charging $60 all around. Doesn't matter if it's the Switch version or the PS4 or Xbox One, it's still $60, and that might be a hard sell for some people. Especially if you already beaten the game on the Wii U when it came out. So if you haven't played it before, then it's probably worth taking a look at. I'm just not 100% sure that selling the game for $60 for a game that came out with the 17th, 16, 15, 14, 13, like 4 years ago. I'm just not 100% sold on it. I mean, it's the same thing with the game Bulletstorm, which I'll do a review on that one soon. Which is 17. That came out 6 years ago, and they're charging $60 for that one. So, again, like I said, bit of a hard pill to swallow for those who want to buy, who have never played this game, or those who are asking, if you like the Wii U version, get this version, since they're charging $60 for it, though. Overall, I look at Lego City Undercover the same way I look at Hyrule Warriors that came out for the Wii U and the Nintendo 3DS. A game which I feel that although it won't change the way you look at Warriors games, as far as Warriors games go, in my opinion, it's one of the better Warriors games out there, and I think it's one of the best ones out there. It's this, sort of similar same way I look at Lego City Undercover, though. It's not going to change your opinion if you hated Lego games or anything like that. But that said, as far as a Lego game goes, in my opinion, I think Lego City Undercover is one of the best. Excuse me. Ooh. One of the best Lego games out there, though. Like I said earlier, I love the fact that it's its own game. It's not piggyback off of a license, and I like the fact that they try to shake things up a little bit with the open world. Although it's still, you know, a collect a whole lot of studs and Lego pieces like it was in past Lego games. So, and I do hope that we do get to see a sequel, because I would be open to seeing a Lego City Undercover 2, or I would like to see, you know, them take the Lego license and, you know, do more experiments with, like the Lego World game. I haven't tried that out yet, though. But in other words, Lego games that don't piggyback off of a license. So overall, good game. $60 price tag might be a hard pill to swallow for some people, especially since this is a game that came out in 2013. But if the price tag isn't an issue, then if you're looking for, in my opinion, the best Lego game out there, this is the one right here as well. This is the one. Alright, before I end this review, I want to talk about the Switch version. And that's basically, recently, as you probably know, there were some rumors going around. This happened a couple weeks before the game came out, before the reviews came out, and that is that the Switch version had a comment, had several things on it. As you can see right here, it said internet requirement, and on the back it said up to, you know, I believe it's 13 gigabyte storage required for the game, as you can see right here as well. That caused some concerns for people who are picking up the Switch, feeling that when they pick up the physical copy, they're only going to get certain parts of it, and then they have to download this 13 gigabyte to pick up more on it. So it upsetted some people. Eventually, Warner Brothers Games released a statement saying that's not true or anything like that. I haven't played the game for about 2 weeks. I can confirm that there is that is correct, that information is not true. Number one, the internet requirement, in my opinion, is false. I've taken my Nintendo Switch to work with me on my break. I've played Lego City Undercover, and I was able to play the game just fine. It didn't need an internet requirement. Where I work, though, internet is not exactly great or perfect, so basically that information, that's a typo right there, the internet requirement, so that information is false. As far as the 13 gigabyte storage, I haven't really seen that with the game as well. The only download is basically a patch that does come from the game, so when you boot it up and, you know, you go to check to see if this is any updates or anything like that, that's pretty much it. But so, in other words, based on my time with the game, the internet requirement is false, and I don't believe that the 13 gigabyte storage is a requirement in any way. So I don't know who was handling the package, though, but they certainly did. That certainly was an oversight they should have kept an eye out for. Again, I don't know if this applies to the Xbox One or the PS4 version. I assume that's not there, but as far as the Switch version goes, I didn't run into need an internet requirement or that 13 gigabyte download needed or anything like that. Okay, this concludes this video on my review of Lego City Undercover for the Nintendo Switch. Again, also on Xbox One, PS4, and PC. And again, these are my opinion, but what are yours? Do you think Lego City Undercover is probably the best Lego game out there? Do you disagree with that, though? Are you sick and tired of Lego games? Are you not sick and tired of Lego games? Do you think this is worth a double dip? Do you think justify to charge $60 for it? Do you think that's a ripoff, highway robbery, or do you think it's not worth it, though? And for those who are planning to get the game, which version are you going to pick up? Are you planning to pick up the PC, the PS4, the Xbox One, or the Switch version? Do you agree with what I said in this video? Do you disagree? Do you have a different opinion or a different take on this? As always, sound off in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. And I hope you hit that like button. I would appreciate it, though. And I hope you do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, feel free to share this video if you want to. And of course, if you wish to donate to my channel, you could do that through either PayPal me, which I'll have in the link in the description below, or through Patreon, which also I'll have a link in the description below as well. Anyway, it's evening in Southern California, so I'll be getting ready for bed soon, so I will see you. Ooh. Yeah, I'm okay. So anyway, I will see you again next time when I do another video. Hopefully that will be soon. Until then, from Southern California, I wish you all a good evening. Bye!